We're going to take a look at the Ready, Set, Go following task 8.3. Blocks are multiplying everywhere. The Ready portion of this task asks us to find the greatest common factor between two numbers or two terms. Let's start by looking for the greatest common factor between two numbers. We'll use the example of 40 and 32. We'll start by listing the factors of both. The factors of 40 are 1 times 40, 2 times 20, 4 times 10, and 5 times 8. The factors of 32 are 1 times 32, 2 times 16, and 4 times 8. Notice that the largest number these two lists have in common is 8. So the greatest common factor is 8. We can also use factor trees to find this number. The factors of 40 are 4 times 10. We break those down into 2 times 2 times 2 times 5. We'll break down 30 into 4 times 8, 2 times 2 times 2 times 4, which is 2 times 2. These factor trees have 3 2's in common. That means our greatest common factor is 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. Now let's look at finding the greatest common factor between terms with x in them. We'll list out the factors of both terms. The factors of 4x squared are 2 times 2 times x times x. And then we'll list out the factors of 2x, which is just 2 times x. Notice that these lists have something in common as well, a 2 and an x, which makes our greatest common factor 2 times x, which is equal to 2x. Our set asks us to factor some polynomials. We'll start by looking at how the area model of a factored polynomial is related to the standard form of that same polynomial. We have the factored form 2x plus 1 times x minus 2. Let's build an area model of this. On the top, I have 2x plus 1. On the side, I have an x, and I need to add a negative 2. Now I have x plus 1 on the top and x minus 2 on the side. Let's look at what's inside our area model now. Our area model shows that we have x squared plus x squared plus x minus 4x's minus 2. This simplifies to 2x squared minus 3x minus 2 in standard form. Let's use FOIL to check this method. 2x times x is 2x squared, and 2x times negative 2 is negative 4x. 1 times x is plus x, and 1 times negative 2 is minus 2. We combine our like terms in the middle, and we get the standard form 2x squared minus 3x minus 2. Now let's start with standard form and factor this polynomial to find what the side lengths would be of a rectangle with this area. 3x squared plus 4x plus 1. We're going to need 3 boxes with an area of x squared, 4 x's, and 1. We need to turn this into a rectangle. Notice on the top, we have x plus x plus x plus 1, which is 3x plus 1. And on the side, we have x plus 1. Let's check this using FOIL. We have 3x times 1, which is 3x, 1 times x, which is 1x. That gives us our 4x in the middle. So we have 3x squared plus 4x plus 1. Let's look at another example where the area is 2x squared minus 10x plus 12. Notice that these three terms, 2, negative 10, and 12, have a greatest common factor of 2. That means we can make 2 equal rectangles when we make our area model. We'll start with 2x squared, 10 negative x's, and 12 positive 1s. We want to make these into 2 equal rectangles. Our large squares have x by x on the side. You can see we already have 2x squareds. Now let's take our negative 10x's and positive 12 and make them into rectangles. This doesn't quite work because I have 4 positive 1s left over. I need to rearrange so that I can put these positive 1s into the rectangle as well. Now we have 2 equal rectangles. The top each has x minus 2, and the side has x minus 3. Let's use FOIL to check our work. X times x is x squared, times 2 is 2x squared. X times negative 3 is negative 3x, times 2 is negative 6x. Negative 2 times x is negative 2x, times 2 is negative 4x. And negative 2 times negative 3 is positive 6, times 2 is 12. We combine our like terms in the middle, negative 6x and negative 4x, and we end up with 2x squared minus 6x, 2x squared minus 10x plus 12. That can be rewritten as 2 times x squared minus 5x plus 6. Our GO asks us to evaluate exponential functions using the context of the function. Let's look at this graph, B of t, showing the growth of bacteria over time. Our first question asks, what does B of 0 equal, and what does it mean in context? B of 0 asks us to find the value of the amount of bacteria when t equals 0. So we find t equals 0 in the graph, and we see that our y value is 1, which means when the time was 0, there was 1 bacteria. Let's take a look at question 27. This says when b of t equals 4. That means when y equals 4, what does t equal? So we'll find that in the graph. And we see that t, the time, is equal to 2, which means at 2 seconds, there was 4 bacteria. Now we're going to take a look at the rate of change on an interval. Notice our graph is an exponential function. We want to find the slope between 2 points, specifically the points where t equals 0 and t equals 3. We've got the point 0, 1 and 3, 8 to use. We'll use the slope formula to find the slope between these 2 points. 8 subtract 1, that's our vertical change, divided by 3 subtract 0, that's our horizontal change, is 7 over 3. Let's find the rate of change on the interval between 2 and 3. We've got the point 2, 4 and the point 3, 8. We find our vertical distance by subtracting 8 minus 4 and our horizontal distance of 3 minus 2. We get a slope of 4 over 1, or 4. Notice that the slope of 4 is much steeper than the slope of 7 over 3.